Well, we are back with more legal insight from Peterson Law Office.
That's right. So joining us now are Justin Peterson and Masten Childers. Gentlemen, excuse me. As we listen, I was getting a lot in. Gentlemen, as we count down the summer months, a time when schedule changes, of course, travel picks up and outdoors activity ramp up. There's actually often legal consideration that people may not think about. Now, a lot of vacations are happening around this time as well. What can we expect? I know we were also talking about Keeneland wrapping up today. Everybody just has to be careful out there on the roads.
Yeah, 100%. You definitely want to make sure your insurance is up to date. You know, make sure you got all the coverages available. A big thing that we always talk about is UIM, or underinsured motorist coverage. You know, if someone hits you and they're either uninsured or underinsured, your own insurance can protect you in that instance. And so that's one of the things that Masten and I do when we meet with clients is we go over their insurance policy to make sure that it fits with the family budget, because what a lot of people don't know is to go to a huge level of UIM is actually really inexpensive. Okay. You know, so it's one of the things we talk about.
Obviously, we also are thinking about, you know, a lot of traffic that's happening. India was telling us all morning long about some really heavy construction. You know, we go into the summertime months, it's like everything goes under construction. What should we be watching out for in construction zones to make sure we stay safe?
You're absolutely right. The warmer it gets, the more construction there is, the more people that are on the road. So you just gotta be more aware of what's going on. When you're in a construction zone, make sure you're paying attention, not just for the other people driving around you, but for the people that are working in the area, right? And then you've also got different people on the road doing different things like Keeneland and Derby, and unfortunately, you got to be very careful about those that are driving around you. They might have had something to drink, and you got to watch out. So you're watching out extra cautiously during the summer months.
And the thing about construction zones too, because it's a great topic, is there's a series of standards under what we call the MUTCD, the Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices, and it sets these standards on how that construction zone is to be set up, because we do see a lot of accidents in these zones, and we have to get out there early and often to make sure, because they're going to adjust that scene. Did they put the cones where they're supposed to put them? Do they have the signage, you know, at the different locations that they're supposed to put those signs? If they don't, they could be held responsible for the accident in that construction zone.
Well, I even noticed over the last several days in the Ladies of Lexington's group on Facebook, there have been so many crashes to report. Like folks are just saying, hey, do you know this person, because they took off. So with that being said, I know we have a law here. Can you kind of talk a little bit about that when folks just take off? Who's held liable?
Well, I'll let you take that.
Sure. I mean, that goes back to what Justin was saying at the beginning. Make sure you've got the right insurance. So if an uninsured motorist hits you, or you don't know who hit you, that's what that coverage is for, right? So your own insurance can help you, and we can help you wade through that. At least there'll be money available to take care of your medical bills and make sure that you're compensated for that injury. But you're right. I mean, if somebody runs from the scene, what do? Well, that's what you do. You make sure that you're protected yourself, and let us help you wade through that.
So let's say, I mean, heaven forbid, we end up, obviously a lot of traffic, we end up in some sort of collision accident, the person doesn't run off. What should be our first couple steps that we do? Obviously, my brain always goes to call a family member. I'm like, I know, let someone know something happened. What should we do after maybe we contact a family member? What steps should we be taking?
It's all injury dependent, right? Depending on the severity of injury really dictates what you can do if you are able. You want to take, everybody's got a phone, you know, a camera in their pocket now, right? So take pictures of the scene, document it as is, because that scene's probably going to change by the time someone gets there. So that's the big deal, number one. Take photos if you can. Call that family member if you want to. You know, you need to settle down. You know, you need to get your mind straight.
I always call my mom, I'm like,
and that's totally fine. And then seek medical treatment, because the next big thing that's going to happen is once you come to us is the insurance companies are going to argue, well, there's this big gap in treatment. So then the treatment's not related to the accident. So regardless of fault, if your injuries are not related to the accident, there's nothing that we can do for you. So we always tell people, you know, go be honest about your reporting, because so many people, they go to a doctor like, well, my neck hurts, but I'm fine otherwise. Well, really their neck, back, and shoulder hurt, right? So really list all those injuries. It's going to help later on down the road when we negotiate the claim.
Awesome. You guys give such good advice. If we want to ask for more advice, or any of our viewers want to seek after help, where should we find you guys? How can we contact you for any sort of advice?
Go to our website, you know, justinpetersonlaw.com. Call Master and I. We're always here to talk to you. We try to make sure our attorneys are communicating with people promptly, and we can answer your questions.
We're going to definitely have to call you. Oh, right, I'm feeling something.
No, I didn't do it.
Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we have so much more coming up after the break.